What's up, guys? We want to thank you guys so much for helping us reach over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We really appreciate it. And we want to do a giveaway, an Atlanta United ball and a shirt from our fan shop. So stick around till the end for more. Welcome to the show, 5 Star Fam. I'm AJ, this is Tanner McLeod. Before we get into it, become a part of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button. First topic of the day, Joseph Martinez spoke with the media after training in Marietta, and he really wants to stay healthy this season. And he said, I want to stay healthy this season, not suffer from either of the 2 injuries that bothered me last year. And it's definitely something that he needs to work out because, yeah, when he was on the pitch, it was a madness. He just couldn't stop scoring.
Pretty much. I mean, I think his biggest issue, last season, in addition to, the injuries, was the lack of rotation in the squad. Yeah. And I think that had a big effect on the squad, especially towards the end of the season. And the first injury was, I'm pretty sure, was international duty. So
yeah, he was in Venezuela. It was like the kind of cow... pasture
yeah,
type of
which is unlucky.
pitch.
But I mean, it's frustrating, especially when you suffer injuries, like that. But I think that there's more competition. There's backups in his place. You have Mario Williams with the 9 shirt this year, so clearly he's going to be a part of the first team picture. So hopefully he'll get some more minutes to spell Joseph, and that will take some pressure off him, A, on the goal scoring, and B, on the minutes, so he can keep himself healthy. Because as we saw, he's a deadly finisher, and I think that with players like Nagby and Barco coming in, he's going to be getting even more service. He got great service from Assad last year, but again, I think you're upping the quality in some of those positions, and with the way that he plays, I think that he has the potential to score 20, 22, 23, 24 goals and win that golden boot. And with the way Atlanta United play, that's my expectation if he can stay healthy.
Right. Yeah, because definitely last year he had to drop back and carry the ball forward as well with Miguel Almiron. So that's really, it's going to change this year. Like, he's going to be able to be freed up, and not really have to drift too far back, and so he'll be able to make his really signature runs at this point, and in behind the defense, and just score as many goals as he wants.
I really think I'd like to see him, speaking on, not having to come back as much, I think it'd be interesting to see him kind of sit on that back shoulder of the defender, or maybe stand offside more, because he has the pace to, kind of do what, Sergio Aguero is brilliant at it. He'll stand offside and then take that step back and then go. And when you have a player like Nagby who can play a ball from deep over the top, he can make those runs, and he can make the diagonals that maybe he didn't have the chance to make last year because that passing ability wasn't in United's midfield. And if he's further forward, that means he's going to be an outlet for players to get the ball and counter quicker, which I think is brilliant. So, I really hope he can stay healthy. I know he wants to. You see the fire in him. You see how angry he gets when he doesn't score. So I'm excited to see it. And, yeah, I really think that, he could do some big things if he stays fit.
And this week as well, we bid farewell to Carlos Carmona, which we made a video of, but we didn't talk to you, Tanner, about it. And essentially, Colo-Colo announced the player about a couple days before Atlanta United actually announced it. So it seemed like there was maybe a little bit of the number discrepancy that they were trying to work out, because it was odd. It was like, okay, well, Colo-Colo has announced it, and Atlanta United, are you going to acknowledge that the player's gone? Well, it seemed like that the reports basically claimed that we received $1.5 million from Colo-Colo for the transfer, and from that we get $650,000 of GAM, and then we also get $725,000 in salary off of the books. So we essentially have $1.4 million to go find a replacement.
I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I spoke last week on the podcast, and I felt really confident he wasn't going anywhere. He was in training, and then boom, next day it's like, nope, he's off. I understand, that it was, his wife, pregnant, wanted, to stay in Chile, and I understand that. It's really frustrating. I thought he was an incredibly underrated player that was incredibly important to the functioning of our team. I thought he did a phenomenal job breaking up the play, and I don't think there's a ready-made replacement in that team.
No.
Laronowitz is good, but he doesn't do the same thing with the same pace, with the same ability to just get in and just smash players. He's a brilliant guy that can be that anchor man for you, and he can slot into the back when we're in possession, but he's not that midfield destroyer type player that Carmona was. It's really frustrating, especially to lose them when you really don't think you're going to lose them. But
yeah, because
we wish him the best, but that's all you can do at this point.
Bocanegra said, he didn't want to lose him. It was something that they pretty much were forced in their hand. But I think we do need to remember it's not all doom and gloom. Like Laronowitz started a bunch of games last year, and even though he is getting older, he was a rock in the back.
Absolutely,
it's the same position really, and so the replacement is Nagbe to Carmona. So I do slightly feel a little bit better, kind of in that kind of mindset that maybe we lose a little bit in defensive capabilities, but if we can keep the ball
forward.
We keep the ball, and it's that Barcelona kind of method of if we keep the ball away from the opposing team, maybe it's a little bit better than having to retrieve the ball from them when they have the possession.
Absolutely. I mean, with a player like Nagbe, he's the perfect player to you can pass the ball back, drop it back, and recycle the possession and start over again. And because of his his ball control and his passing is so just brilliant that he can do that, and that wasn't necessarily a strength of Carmona's game. But still, it's just a bummer to lose a player like that. And again, wish him the best. And he did a great job for the Five Stripes in the season he was here, and he'll definitely be sorely missed.
Right, and hopefully we find a replacement for him. I mean, I think the team is looking, so we'll find out.
And another player that unfortunately will not be coming back to the Five Stripes is Anton Walkes. He's officially on loan at League One side Portsmouth in his home country of England from Tottenham. But on signing, he did say this about Atlanta United: if new players get the opportunity, I would always recommend they go for it. It's a great country, the football is amazing, Atlanta is amazing, and the people are amazing. Anton, we appreciate that.
Salute you.
Because you were amazing in your time here. Your improvement was fantastic. You became an integral part of our team. And honestly, I think I can speak for everyone. We say we wish him the absolute best in his future endeavors. But League One, it'll be tough, mate. We wish you were here.
Yeah.
The weather's better. The food's better.
Right. He definitely had his detractors, but as a player, he definitely made our defense better. Like, we were more solid as a team. We won more games, and we let in less goals. So, it's a player that we will miss, and especially his versatility. And I thought this was interesting. In Portsmouth, in their announcement, they announced him as a midfielder, which is very bizarre. But so maybe they see him as being on the ball in the middle of the park a little bit more.
I mean,
okay, but
it's almost as strange as seeing him without his frosted tips.
It's true.
He cut his locks off.
Yeah, it was definitely a little strange to see that photo. It's like, who is that? Oh, it's Anton Walkes.
Hey. How about that? Huh.
Right. And so, but it's a class message, and he's been class through his entire time with us. I mean, when he had that bad game, he immediately came out on Twitter and just owned up to his mistakes and responsibilities. Really, we really absolutely wish you the best. It's gonna be sad not to see you in Five Stripes.
And the images we have all been waiting to see: Ezequiel Barco is wearing the Five Stripes. He's training with the team in preseason. He's in America. I'm excited. Things got a bit emotional at the airport on the way to the States. His parents, family, himself, crying. But I mean, it's understandable. He's an 18-year-old kid who's leaving his home country to move to a new country for first time, obviously. Long way from home, new league, new everything, big expectations. So of course it's going to be emotional. But it's brilliant to see him in the Five Stripes, and he had the opportunity to speak with the media upon getting here.
Right. Yeah, and he definitely was really saying that he wanted to be a Five Stripe. It was something that the front office, once they approached him, he made the decision very, very quickly. And so it seems like his old president of Independiente was a little bit upset. He was saying, "You're going to the wrong club. But you know, I think Barco said it really, really nice and poignantly. He was like, yeah, no, I feel like I'm going to the right club, and you know, I feel like you know, this league can really do something for me.
I mean, and he just won them a trophy before he on his way out. I only won you the Copa Sudamericana. Don't worry about that.
It wasn't just him, but yes, he was a big part of the team in doing that. But yes, absolutely. And so, you know, finally seeing him train a little bit is fantastic. Seems like they're getting some good camaraderie. You know, they were playing a little bit of FIFA, him and Miggy.
That'd have been fun to be a fly on the wall to watch that.
For sure. I'm deadly curious who actually won that FIFA match.
I mean, if you're Almiron, do you let him win just so he gets a bit of confidence?
Right.
Or do you just... I mean, I bet you if LGP was playing, you would have probably let him win. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, for sure,
I mean, you saw about how he said, you know, LGP had texted him and said that the team was waiting for him to come. And, you know, he even commented saying how that made him, you know, feel welcome and feel warm about, you know, a guy like that coming out and saying that. LGP, whenever Parkhurst leave, that guy's captain.
Yeah,
like, he's all about the
waiting
club.
in the wings for sure. You know, and it's La Banda Part 2. It's you know, you can really, it's really glad to see that, you know, they're hanging out, they're you know, getting some of that rapport together, because these players, you know, there's a lot of new faces. And so, you know, also this came out where, you know, the rookies were singing, and you know, the little slight hazing. But, you know, it's really, really, like, some of the people have some good voices. He's not a rookie, but Andrew Wheeler, you know, like, he's got the voice of an angel. It's
pipes.
ridiculous.
He's got pipes. He's in the right city. If football doesn't work out for him, someone might be able to get you something along the lines of singing.
Yeah, he's singing this John Legend song. It's, man, whoo, it's good.
He's good.
Remember to stick around to the end of the video when we have our question of the day, as our giveaway is tied along with it. And a couple of last pieces of news came out during this week. Jacob Peterson got waived. A new player got brought into the team, Sal Zizzo. And we found out that Mercedes-Benz is going to open up a few more exit doors when we leave the stadium. So that's fantastic. But it's not going to happen until the summer is what we hear. So... any little things that you want to talk about in those pieces of news?
I mean, it's sad to see Peterson waived. I thought, you know, he did well when he was brought on last year. You know, he only 4 shots on goal, 4 goals. I mean, you can't complain about that ratio. I mean, I thought he was good depth, and you know, there wasn't much wrong with him, I guess. But you know, maybe they want to give some of these younger players a shot.
So.
And for Mario Williams taking that number 9 shirt, you know, he's going to be playing a lot more of a role in the team. They probably want Vasquez to get some more time. So I mean, I guess it makes sense from that point of view.
Yeah, the younger guys need to get a little bit more of a chance. I mean, he's 31, so you know, he's probably a little bit like down the depth chart a little bit, 3rd, 4th. So, you know, he probably can latch on to another team.
Yeah,
it's
his
sad.
Playing time probably wasn't going to be a lot. I think I think he's decent enough to where, you know, he'll get a shot with another team somewhere else.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we wish him the best, because you know, come with the hour, come with the man. Money did pretty good for us for a while.
Oh, absolutely, for sure he did. And Sal Zizzo, a new player. He's a right winger, he's a right back, he's a defender.
Utility guy. Yeah,
utility guy. He's great depth, and you know, when we do maybe play 3 at the back, maybe it's Escobar that plays centrally, or it's, you know, Escobar that plays as a wing back. We don't know. We'll see how it susses out, but it gives us a lot of versatility. And that's really what we need and lacked last year, is, you know, options that really make us stronger, and that's really what we need.
Absolutely. So. And then, you know, that final point about the doors, yeah, they needed more doors, especially when you're packing 70,000 in. You know, on the 45,000 games, it's not as bad, but I mean, when you have those big games, it is a nightmare getting out of that building sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
and you're all just being funneled into this like one line. It's
fish in a barrel. It's not enjoyable, especially if you have like claustrophobia or something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and you know, going down the escalator too is if you're doing that, not good.
No.
So.
And to wrap up our show today, guys, we have our question of the day. And like we've been saying all show, it's tied directly to the giveaway for us hitting 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you for all your support. Keep watching. So, our question is this. Atlanta United needs an awesome nickname for our new striking force. So, what would you come up with? We have Ajalba, Barco, Martinez, Almiron. Mix and match, put something together. The coolest one that we find in the comments is going to be the winner of our giveaway.
So that's it. That's the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, smash a like, subscribe if you haven't, We want to thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Let's keep this going. Reach for the moon. Thank you guys. For Tanner McLeod, I'm AJ. We'll see you in the next video.